What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear America? Yes, most people answer with fast food, cheeseburgers, or even Americans are fat. And honestly, they're not necessarily wrong, because currently 66.3% of American adults are overweight or obese. This represents a doubling of obesity in adults, and there also was a tripling in overweight children since 1980. This comes with numerous health risks such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, and even certain cancers. But this isn't just a problem in America. There is more sugar, more fat, more meat, and more processed food all throughout the globe. What is something common that you can find in almost every country? Although the answer should be personal freedoms, instead, you can find a Big Mac and a Coca-Cola soft drink almost anywhere. These obesity rates are especially higher in ethnic minority and low-income communities. However, this pattern does not just occur within the United States, but nationally too. Mexico lifted their tariffs to allow for more foreign influence as they transitioned into a free trade agreement to further benefit their economy. The United States, Mexico, and Canada were all a part of the North American Free Trade Agreement. Although Mexico was able to obtain more money, they ended up becoming the dumping ground for low-nutrient foods. Because of this free trade agreement, Mexico could also not protect itself from American food companies. This resulted in the United States taking Mexico's fresh fruits and vegetables and then exporting back low-nutrient items, such as high-fructose corn syrup. Mexico would end up making more money selling and exporting their own fresh products to the United States instead of selling them locally. Before NAFTA, in 1980, about 7% of Mexicans were obese, but after NAFTA, this tripled to 20.3% in 2016. The number one killer in Mexico is not drugs, not gangs, and not smugglers. Instead, it is diabetes. NAFTA did not cause this obesity, but instead it lowered the prices of food and reduced malnutrition. The phenomenon is not limited to Mexico. Research shows free trade is among the key factors that have accelerated the spread of low-nutrient, highly processed foods from the West, driving the obesity epidemic in China and India, and other developing countries worldwide. This directly shows how income correlates to eating healthy, because usually healthier eating is more expensive. Lower income areas have less of a chance to obtain nutritious food compared to more affluent areas. Now, it is our job to increase awareness on the income nutrition disparities seen in the United States and all throughout the globe. As a community, we can gradually take steps to make eating healthier more attainable to everyone. Philadelphia, New York, and Chicago have addressed this issue by launching awareness campaigns and financing programs that offer tax incentives, grants, and loans to increase supermarkets in underserved areas. Another target area we can improve to help fix this nutrition gap is school lunches, food programs, and food stamps. Low-income families usually rely on these programs, and we can help by pushing policymakers to reinforce more nutritious options. Other options for increasing access to healthy foods includes farmers markets, community-supported agriculture, community or church gardens, and selling a wider range of foods in convenience stores. We can implement these reforms in our own communities to help underprivileged families. Let's start some change and let's start eating healthier. So, what will you do to spread awareness about having more affordable, healthy foods?